talking about priestly garments and the
Yes.
denomination of
Yes.
power.
I am recording.
Alright. Who wants to give a recap?
I got this, guys.
Excellent.
So last session, we decided to put into action our grand old plan to get to steal blood. This plan basically boiled down to, after a lot of discussion, because we did not do our homework, Ix and Aster were going to sneak in the back, sneak into Nashimura's office, and get the blood, while the rest of us created a distraction. And we did not specify what kind of distraction it was going to be. Beyond, maybe it'll involve some fire. So
Okay,
Aster
but what
and
more
Ix,
do you need?
you don't need anything else than that. Aster and Ix sneak in invisible, avoid Soshu, avoid getting detected by anybody, and then give the go for the rest of us to cause a distraction. And that distraction initially took the form of Julius using thaumaturgy to open all the doors and windows, and Granny casting grease, as you do.
Yep.
It's
And
epic.
I guess it is appropriate to say that things escalated from there.
Just a little.
That is a word you could use for it.
That's the word you could use for it. Soshu came down to check shit out. Nashimura came down to check shit out. They banished Nagi at one point. But she's fine again. She's back. Granny is on the roof getting into a wizard fight.
Uh-oh, gamers. Stuff is crashing on my end. Hold on a minute. All of my Google Chrome stuff has crashed. I may end up falling out. I don't know what's going on. Let's try this again. Oh god, everything is crashed. Okay. Maybe I don't have rights for my character sheets or anything. Cool. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, sorry I interrupted. We're still going.
Ren in crisis. Should I keep going or should I not keep going?
Yes, keep going.
Yeah,
I am
keep going.
recording.
Keep going.
Browser troubles, though,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. So, all of this going on, whilst,
Guys, what's
and most
going
of us
on?
were in disguise. I forgot to mention that. Most of us, with the exception of Aster and Granny, were in disguise. Aster and Ix got in, had to bust the arcane lock on the filing cabinet where they keep all their blood. There was a lot of blood in there.
And we have all of it.
They've got hands on the blood at this point, which is punk. Yep. I hope you guys decided what you're doing with that.
We did.
Okay. And basically, Ix and Aster are good to go. And the rest of us, while we are, sort of in the middle of a fight outside the spot, we should theoretically be good to go as soon as the others are good to go. It's just a matter of, leaving. And meanwhile, Alex and Othaniel went on a wholesome journey that involved the following. Sitting outside, looking into a well, casting light on rocks and dropping rocks into a well, going to acquire street food, dealing with lack of vegetarian options at assorted street food stands, and Othaniel seeing a wanted poster for Julius which listed his many, many crimes up to and including murder, which was somewhat distressing for Othaniel, but they seemed willing anyway to follow Alex back to Julius's house, where maybe they were going to talk more about that, but that is about where we wrapped it up. And I think that's everything.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
There's
sure.
still grease on the floor of the inn or the tavern. And Parker did rule last session that grease can be flammable as a treat. So
Yeah. Also, we need to introduce Othaniel to spring rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll start with Ixalia and Axter. As you pull open the bottom drawer of Nashimura's filing cabinet, inside you see a tray of uprightly held circular vials, kind of like beakers and like a beaker holder you would see in like a science lab, full anywhere between a couple of centimeters to halfway with thick red blood.
Yeah.
3 of them have the name Naomi on them. The others are all named, labeled with different names, first, last names, whatever it seems the devils in this area have on these people. There are about a dozen of them, and they are yours. Ixalia, it is your turn in the order. What do you do?
Dump that blood into bag.
The blood is all going into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Just literally, just literally, they're scooping everything out that drawer and dumping it into the bag of holding. We will try not to break anything, but we will sort that out later.
All right. I'm going to say that is your action because there is so much of it, and it is. You pick it up, it is surprisingly heavy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And it takes you a minute to be able to get everything into the bag safely and securely, in a way that you're pretty sure nothing is going to break. You still have your bonus action in your movement if you would like, but that will be your action.
I think. Oh god, we've been discussing this. I think bonus action was they're gonna open another drawer and just start pulling things out. I mean, no care for whatever they're grabbing, just grabbing a handful of something. If it looks vaguely interesting, it's going in the bag of holding. If not, it's just getting dumped on the floor. The point now is to cause chaos.
Alright. What is your passive investigation?
Just let me check the sheet. I forgot to open my character sheet. Passive investigation is a 14.
Okay. The second drawer up, it is full of mostly papers. Some of it is written in the common that you recognize. In fact, most of it's written in the common that you recognize.
Yep.
Some of it is written in a separate writing system that is still common, but is the writing system of the Empire of Stadia. It is still readable to you, but it is it's a. You know how Japanese and Chinese both use kanji like symbols?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much that kind of thing.
Okie doke.
As you scatter, you notice there are a couple of pages. They look possibly like... You can't tell exactly what they are. The text is something you've never seen before. In a language you've never seen before, in a writing system you've never seen before. It's not even Thieves' Cant. It's something else.
Oh, well, I think they're going into the bag as well for later, then.
So you grab what of those pieces of paper you find. It is so foreign to you, Amy. You have no idea which way around is up.
Hey. Cool.
Like, that is what I mean. Like...
That is a problem for someone else at a later date.
The uppermost drawer also has papers, but also attached to the inside is seemingly a holdout knife.
Okay.
Attached to the inside of the front of the drawer.
Ixos now.
Hey, Ix will
Congrats
never
on
turn
the new
down an
knife.
extra knife.
Ix can have it.
Nocturne.
Yay, extra knife.
It is just a normal dagger. Unfortunately.
I will add it to the other 4 that Ix already has.
The papers in there are seemingly a lot of the same.
That's fine. I mean, if they don't look interesting or different or useful, then literally all X is trying to do is make it look like somebody came in, grabbed whatever they could, and then tossed the office.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what
I would
happened.
say with
Yeah,
your
pretty much.
14 With your 14, there is nothing else you can spot. You get glances of languages, much more that you kind of recognize. Like there's a couple in like Elven, but you saw Nashimura. He's an elf. Whatever.
I mean, we
Like
got the blood, which is what we came in for. Everything else is now get out and alert the others.
yeah, the vibe I'm trying to give you is that he has a lot of different papers in a lot of different languages in a lot
Oh.
of different hands.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Business all over the place.
So those you can easily with your bonus action just fucking throw.
Cool. And then I think heading for the door, probably.
Alright.
Are you letting Aster know? Because you're still invisible.
Ooh, right, I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
I mean,
Aster,
Asta
you
will
did
have seen
see
the
the
drawers
thing get
opening
picked up?
and things floating out and
Yeah.
papers flying everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh no.
you did see all of that.
Alright, I have the vials, I have bits of paper. I think we get out of here. Can you smash the window or something? Let the others know that we're on the way out.
Sure.
Okay. And then, just, I don't know, toss the desk over or something on the way out. I'll go get the door. And then
You head over to the
get to
door.
there, I believe.
Are you staying inside the office or in the hallway?
Just kind of in the doorway to see if anyone comes back up the stairs. Just to keep an eye to see if anyone's coming back up, as well as to be able to kind of cover Asta in the office.
Got it. Alright. It is
That is the end of Ix's turn.
bandit captain. The two fuckers covered in grease. It's them.
Greasy boys.
Greasy boys.
The greasy men.
One of them is going to take a shot at Nin. He has a crossbow.
Do I get partial cover for being in a tree?
I don't think I gave it to you last time.
I don't know if I ever got hit, but just stay consistent.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good.
Oh, Jesus.
Shot.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
21.
Yeah, for sure.
8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And con save to maintain.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Your disguise lasts. This other fellow, he's not getting in Soshu's way. He's not fucking around with that shit. His crossbow is broken, however, because he did roll a natural 1.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So he's going to have to come up directly into Julius's face, and he pulls.
Julius did run quite a bit away.
Right, Julius is gone. Right,
Yeah.
never mind.
He was about at least 20 feet further than that, so. Sorry.
I just looked at the map and was like, oh, Julius is right there.
Yeah, sorry. I knew somebody was gonna come after Julius, and he was booking it.
Which case he is going to get on the other side of Nagi.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, he'd be able to get there. He'll take a swing.
Mhm.
Again, it's this kind of heavy looking, like, but not very, like, it's a fucking mace. Like, he bought this from some dude for a couple of gold. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Comparatively, he is not the danger in your face right now, Nagi.
It's a
Yeah, but
flea
the
market
danger is
machete.
almost dead, and I wanted to get rid of him without him having advantage, so...
that is going to be a 16 to hit.
Which I don't think hits. Let me check.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh wait, he'll have advantage. Yeah, that's still 16.
Yeah, and still that's not hit.
Alright, he takes a swing and you kind of shift your body so that it kind of goes wide a little bit. You can, just for a second, you can kind of hear Soshu kind of click his tongue in a way that's like, come on, dude. He saw that man break his fucking crossbow too. This man is not performing well in front of his bosses.
Lol.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to take one of them out.
Aster, your turn.
Okay. First of all, am I able to see... Oh, no, I don't want to... attack. Okay. Step 1. Is there liquid ink of some nature that he could tip over the... Or knock over so it spills over the papers on the desk?
There is an ink pot on the desk.
Step 1 is knock that over.
Okay.
Because he basically wants to try and render that paperwork
Unusable. I'll let that be a free action.
Thank you. I don't know. It's too like the others because actually. Okay. No, I know what he's gonna do. Can he see out into the combat for?
He can, yes.
Um.
He can see everyone except for Granny and the mage.
I'm just thinking. Okay, they don't have to be able to hear me for. Sorry, brain fog.
You're okay.
And what way are Soshu and Nashimura facing?
Towards Nagi.
Okay, but I can't actually see that because of the dynamic lighting, so...
Yeah, they are facing away from you. They're both in a, like, one in front of the other, with Nagi just off to Soshu's diagonal.
Okay, so, Aster is now visible, so he's actually gonna pop briefly into window range and make a shoe gesture that hopefully, like, Nagi and the others will see. Is gonna very quickly mass healing word Nagi and Nin and who else got injured?
I really don't need it. I'm only down 8 hit points.
Julius got hit, but he's running already, so.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he
if
can
you
heal
gotta
us.
hit someone, I guess that's fine. But like, don't go for Nin if there's anyone else who needs it.
I'm using the mass healing word as sort of conveying him popping up and going okay, dip.
Okay.
Dip is the word.
That's yep.
So
The word is dip.
Skedaddle.
any of my friends who are within 60 feet that Asta can see will get 6 points of healing as he's just gonna
Ballin'.
turn and also be ready to bolt turn and bolt for the thing, the door. Sorry.
You're alright.
Nope, you're good.
I will give you that Soshu and Nashimura looking away from you, and even with Soshu's stupid perception skills, no. The bandit captain that is flanking Nagi, though, I'm going to give him the chance to spot it. He is kind of around a corner from you, so
Yeah.
there. You didn't see him. There's a good chance he won't, but I'm going to give him the chance just because he is the only. He rolled a 5. He does not.
Excellent.
Hey.
Good.
And now it is time to book it. Asta was going to consider flipping the table, but he doesn't want them to realize that the others are a distraction until.
It's too late.
So
Yeah.
both of you are out the office door, and as you both enter this hallway, you can see that the big doors on the other side of the brewery are open, and through them you can see a couple of people standing. They have not seemed to spot you yet.
Does it look like we can get through this door without potentially being spotted?
The back door?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody in the back.
Okay, so
It will mean you will have to run around the building. Or book it like back behind the building and separate yourselves from the party.
I mean, I as Joe thought that was the.
Yeah, I as Amy thought that was the thing as well. We were gonna.
If that's your
Get
plan,
out and
that's your
meet up
plan. I'm just
somewhere else.
pointing out, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you are separating to. All right. No,
I don't like.
Okay, so I
don't
know
like how
he
you
said
phrase
shit,
that.
but how bad is the guy I've been fighting with? Looking?
Soshu?
Yeah,
He looks bloodied.
not like I could finish him off this round, right?
Maybe if you got really lucky with some crits.
No, so what I'm going to do is I am going to action disengage and then step of the wind to bonus action dash.
Okay.
And get the fuck out of there, and if they try to follow me directly, there is a trail of ice because I cannot disable that. So
Yeah. All right. Nagi, do you take off in the direction of Julius, or are you scattering?
no, I'm scattering. So I'm gonna go a roundabout way, so that way we all don't go directly back to Julius's and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Right.
we're by the ocean, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking jump in the ocean and swim away.
So you do
Yes.
have you will be sprinting down the dock a little bit. You can't quite make it to the ocean this turn.
Okay,
But,
then I'm
like-
just gonna run. Then I'm gonna run the other towards the city. Then that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like
I
the
kinda love
energy
that
of
idea,
it is
though.
impeccable. The energy of they try to chase this bitch down and just into the water and gone is impeccable.
That is very
So it's-
powerful.
So it's more than 90 feet away, is what you're saying, right?
Yes, you'd be most of
Okay.
the way down the dock in a turn, but it would take you till
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah,
So
I'm out
you're
of there.
most of the way through the dock to the end of the dock. Okay.
No, I'm not doing that. So I won't do that. I'm gonna just head, through the city because it'll, yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Irene.
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing.
I desperately hope you guys have some way out.
I have a great plan. It's a terrible plan, actually.
Oh no.
I have a plan that requires me to live for another round, basically. Do I want to do that plan? I didn't see Aster do the shoe.
No. You're two up on the roof. You didn't see him.
But
I'm
you
up on the
did
roof.
see
You see the
Nagi
rest of
bolt.
us bolting, though.
Yeah, you did see
Yeah.
Nagi bolting.
But I am focused on my wizard fight.
Mm-hmm.
You are focused on your wizard. You see Nagi in the corner of your eye going, but also Nagi has taken some decent fucking hits.
Oh my god. Am I gonna be stupid? Guys,
If you kill
Granny's
Grandma,
smart. Granny's
Kill,
smart.
kill,
She'll be able to
kill,
piece
kill.
together.
I want to kill, okay? I want to kill, meaning Granny wants to kill.
That's fair. That's fair.
okay, if Granny
Granny's-
wants blood,
I don't know where the wizard man actually is.
He is.
Granny shouldn't maybe not be allowed blood because people having blood is how this all started.
He's 35 feet to
Oh,
your
no.
right over here on the roof
So
next to you.
Soju has my blood. I forgot about that. I was gonna try
Oh,
to do
jeez.
something.
He
Okay. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm deciding if I'm doing my dumb thing or if I'm being a little more of a conservative strategy here.
Maybe as you're running away, you could do the thing.
No.
Okay.
Granny's just gonna have fun about it.
Because both of the things my escape plan and the thing I want to do are both a bonus action. So,
Okay.
I am dead set on setting this fucking inn on fire. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Oh, a snowball strat?
Snowball
Do
strat.
it.
So I'd had Darling Snowball look for a spot where she could easily get down. I would like to cast Dragon's Breath on her.
Okay.
Yeah, snowball.
And I would like to send her down over in this area to start breathing fire on the grease, where the grease will still be there for another 5 rounds.
Okay, Snowball climbs down the building and hits the porch and turns and lets out a sprit of fire, and the grease on the floor catches, and suddenly there's a grease fire.
Yep.
We must commit arson.
Which
Okay.
Immediately makes both Nashimura and Soshu's heads snap around.
That was part of the goal. That was a bonus action. I am going to what's the range on Ray of Frost? Ray of Frost is 60 feet. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at my wizard buddy there.
Okay. That is an attack roll?
Yeah. Oh, 10. L. That's okay.
Unfortunately, it does skitter and miss. It is his turn.
Yep.
I forgot about the spy movie music in the background.
Oh wait, one second. I'm gonna put Snowball on the map. Actually,
Go for
Snowball,
it.
my beloved.
there she is. That's about where she should be.
She has crime in her heart.
Oh God, she does.
Love her.
He can't really see any more targets but you, unfortunately.
That's just fine.
And he does not have very many attacks, but he did see you have shield available, so he's not going to use magic missile. He doesn't have many other options.
Now go ahead, cast magic missile. Maybe I'm out of spell slots.
No, I'm looking at another option that might be a bit much.
Now he can go for it. Why not? Let's fuck around and find out.
Good old
Wizard man.
disintegrate.
I'm gonna need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can do that effortlessly. I'm great at dex
I can
saves.
be reasonably sure it's not disintegrate because Pocket considers disintegrate to be absolute fucking bullshit.
That's true.
That's an
true.
11.
That's an 11 as he reaches his hand out. And yes, he does end up pointing at you directly. And there is a small spark of light that flares and flashes at the end of his finger and directly headed for you. You can't quite make it out of the way in time. Is lightning bolt.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
lightning
No, that's
bolt.
fair.
You got Pikachu.
Any chance you have absorb elements?
No, why would I have absorb elements? I'm a grandmother.
Yeah.
Only thing she absorbs is the love of her grandchildren.
The only thing I absorb is knowledge.
Yes.
That's
I
true.
unfortunately do have 8d6s in my hands right now.
Oh, Granny. Oh,
Okay.
Granny.
There's a good chance this
31
won't
points
kill me.
of damage.
How many?
Ooh.
31?
31. Yeah, okay, I'm fine.
You still up?
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Oh, holy shit.
Oof.
I am up.
Okay.
All right. He's kind of
Holy
impressed that you're
shit.
still standing after taking a lightning bolt direct to the fucking solar plexus.
Buff ass
shit.
grandma.
Granny's fucking jacked.
But that will be his turn.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
It was that or cone of cold, motherfucker. So
Oh.
Cool. Neither of these words mean anything to me because I don't know what spells are, but God bless.
it is
Lots of ouch.
Nashimora's turn, and he sees this little familiar just set his fucking thing on fire.
Snowball just looks at him like, what are you gonna do about it, bitch?
Yeah, what is he gonna do about it? Oh, I don't think I can physically make the con save to keep concentration on that.
No.
I get a nat 20.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? It's half of 30, so 15. If I can get over 15, I could. No.
Excuse me.
What he is going to do is he's going to cast Spell Magic. So he is intending to reach out towards this grease, and the Dispel Magic catches that, because the grease is a first level spell, and Dispel Magic is third. It catches that, and with that, the flames and the grease both disappear. Now, some of the porch has still already caught, but the actual grease fire itself is gone.
No, that's fair.
One of the tables is still on fire.
Yes. The other thing that happens is this is a spell with a range of 120 feet.
Oh,
So
shit.
Julius and Min.
You have to point at a very specific effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a...
No, it's not an AoE burst of fuck you magic.
God, right. Fuck. I was
Oh.
remembering a different thing.
Choose one
Yeah,
creature,
choose
object, or
any
magical
creature,
effect.
object, or magical effect within range. That seems like it's
Choose one. It says choose one.
Yeah.
It's just choose one. Alright, never mind. I was about to do... but the grease fire is gone. Notably.
That's okay. At least he spent his action doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is a leveled spell. He is, however, going to vanish again. With that same little crack. And you don't know where he is.
Don't like that.
This fellow gets to do the first thing he's gotten to do all combat.
That's true. Finally. Anybody could have shaken him out of it.
This guy did... Okay. Soshu was already fucking dealing with Nagi. This guy doesn't know shit about magic.
God bless.
This guy, he, however, does not have a lot of people in range. Because everybody fucking already booked it. And thank God, because this guy hits like a truck. However, as a bonus action, he is going to move himself 30 feet closer to Soshu, and then... Nope, he still cannot make it to Nin.
Good.
This guy was gonna be the fucking tank.
Aw, did somebody cast Hypnotic Pattern?
Oh.
He is going to basically set himself next to this this captain dude, though, as like a you obviously are fucking incompetent.
How the fuck did you get this job if you're that incompetent?
Yeah. Julius, you are 20 feet away.
I want to leave now.
All right, you're
how-
bolted.
Hold on though. Who is the farthest behind Granny, right?
Granny's on the roof. Nin is still on that tree.
Nin is out of spells.
I got options.
You've got options.
I'm a stealthy little bitch.
Let me
Wait,
hold on.
hey, Sarah, don't you have the level 6 Archfey thing that lets you teleport when you take damage?
I do have that, but I haven't. I think I have that.
How far is Granny from me? Again?
20 feet direct, 20 feet up. Pythagorean theorem.
For whatever reason, I don't have it on my character sheet.
Fuck.
Pythagoras isn't real in Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's-
That's
Right.
proven, remember?
Let's call
Yes,
it.
you're right. So it's 20 feet.
Okay. Fuck it. He's gonna healing word her at 3rd level.
I love
Okay.
you.
My
grandson.
3d4 plus 5. Oh, I just rolled it on D&D Beyond, but that's 13 points back to you, Granny.
I love
nice.
you. You're my savior.
So that is 13 back to you, and then he's going to run as his as the 30 feet that he can run.
Okay, you're fucking bulking it.
And you can dash as an action to get the other.
I already used my action for healing word though. Oh
No,
wait,
no,
that's a
it's
bonus
bonus.
action, you're right! Oh, I did something cool for once. Okay, and then I do that also. So 60 feet we run. Yum.
Alright. This little bandit motherfucker, he sees this cat that just lit this shit on fire, and he's gonna come over.
You can kill Snow. That's fine. I
Isn't
expected
that guy still under my charm person spell?
Oh! Right! He is! So he's not going to go after Snowball. He is gonna put the fire off out of his fucking building, okay?
Fair.
And if you want to try to
That's
stop
very
him from
reasonable.
doing that, you're going to have to roll one hell of a persuasion check, Nin.
You know, no, that's fine. As long as he's not fighting us, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's gonna put that fire. He's gonna be over there putting that fire out. Nin, your turn.
Okay. Is Granny gonna be okay, or does she need, like, another round?
Granny's gonna be fine if she lives to the next round.
Because I think I can probably hide her for a round.
That might be a good idea. She's around a lot
Is
of
she
bad
within
guys.
60 feet of me?
Hold on.
She's
Yeah.
been 55. Just
This is
55,
kind of
just barely. Don't
kind of a
focus
weird
on
use of
getting yourself out because you are technically in a position with a lot more assailants right now because everyone's on ground and Granny's up high.
You sure?
You could get your ass killed down there just as easily as Granny could get her ass killed
Yes.
up there. So if the choice is between you running and you helping Granny, run.
Okay, then I will use my full 60 feet of movement. If there's like a corner I can get around, great. If not,
yeah.
she's gonna find an alley.
You're able to sprint the fuck out of here. I will let you have that.
Okay.
You don't quite get 60 feet gone because you do have to spend some movement getting out of the goddamn tree.
Sure.
But
That's fair.
you are a good 45 gone.
Are you able to break immediate sightline?
If she's going straight across the street for an alley, then yeah, she can start breaking sightline.
I couldn't do anything this round anyways, so I'm using my action to run, but yeah, if I can get it in like around a corner or something where they can't see me, that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Alright. I will hold everybody who's fucking blitzed for a second. Soshu, does make to start moving after you, Nin. But then stops short. Cause he's fast. But it seems like he hears something that makes him stop. And Irene, you are the only one really in visible range to see him go, fuck, dude! And like, seemingly turn around as if to talk to somebody. And then his eyes travel up and see you.
That's fair.
Oh god.
And he goes to move as if he's gonna start trying to climb up the roof to get to you. But then his head kind of tilts.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
And Irene, you can see on his face just a second where he realizes something, makes a connection, and then makes another connection.
Could I remake that history check, do you think, Parker?
Yes.
Could I use my inspiration to do it at advantage?
I'm scared.
Sure.
I don't
like what he's thinking. I don't like it when he thinks.
25.
25. I'm also going to roll a check for him.
Oh my god.
Because he does immediately know something about you, but exactly how much he knows about you is...
Yeah! Oh, this is awkward. I was really hoping he wasn't gonna see me.
Shit.
That's a 16 on the dice
Yeah.
for an 18 total.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Irene, you're 25. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something out loud, and then I'm also going to text you something.
Yep.
Fuck.
First thing you remember is that Soshu has definitely seen all of you before. Nagi caught him spying on all of you.
Yeah.
And of everybody here in the group, you and Aster were the only ones not disguised.
Yep.
So you realize Nagi has the hat of disguise. So you realize in this moment, he's probably figured out who the fuck just assaulted this goddamn brewery.
Eat shit.
We're gonna have to leave town immediately.
That's fine. We're good.
We're doing that
Secondly, I'm going to send you a message.
Yep. Yep.
This is fine.
Oh.
Fuck. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's fine.
This would've
We knew
happened.
it was. We knew that
It was
we
a
couldn't
risk.
get away with the bullshit too long. It's fine.
Yeah, I was
Next
just.
time
That's
we'll
what we wanted.
Next time we'll put a fake mustache on you or something.
We'll find a second hide to disguise for
Roll
twice as
around, damn
much.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
afraid of this fucking text message because I know exactly what it's gonna fucking say.
It says, you up?
Also, imagine only having a +2 modifier to your rolls. Kind of cringe. So shoot, kind of weak
Has
sauce.
a plus 12 to stealth.
Yeah, well, clearly it's not doing that hot because we've caught him multiple times.
Yeah.
I know exactly what this message is gonna say, but I'm still so fucking afraid.
Fear.
should probably get at least one more hat of disguise, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least-
yeah. As soon as you ever fucking described this person, Parker, I knew, but God, it makes me upset that Granny now knows. God, fuck. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, does this tie to granny law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I know.
Man. Oh man,
Exalia?
Granny is
I know exactly what this is.
God. Okay.
Exalia, I presume you're just booking it out the back.
Yeah, pretty much. Out the door, out the back, bottom of the stairs. Keep a look. I mean, as Ix is still invisible, as they kind of open the door and peer out, can they see anyone out the back of the building?
Roll me a perception check.
Eh, 10.
You have no idea. You can't see anybody.
Okay.
Uh,
In that case, then, it's what? Hang on, move back in a second. That's like 5, 10. Okay, bottom of the stairs, still invisible, and waiting for Asta.
All right.
Holding an action in case somebody appears.
The bandit captains. One of them is going to move over to this guy over here and also help him put fire out. On his way, though, he is going to try to stab this cat.
Motherfucker.
Of course he's a cat stabber.
Who thinks that stabbing cats is okay? At the bandit captain.
He rolled a natural 1.
Yeah!
Oh,
Snowball
that's what you
strikes
get
again.
For trying to mess with Snowball.
Yes!
He fumbles the knife, and when he goes to try to, like, get it, he nicks his buddy with it.
Yes!
Fuck yeah!
Yes! Yes!
And they get into too much of a what the fuck, dude, for him to worry about Snowball again. The other guy is going to move slightly in this direction. His eyes also having followed Soshu up. Irene, you realize in this moment you are the last person here.
Oh no. Irene knew that already.
Are you sure Irene is going to be okay?
No, of course, guys, of course I'm not sure Irene is gonna be okay. That's not how D&D works. I'm sure that I have
not
a plan.
to help her!
I did, because Nin getting out was more important.
Well, that's relative.
Aster, you hit the bottom of the stairs. I presume Ixalia is, like, grabbing your hand or something.
yeah.
Oh no, as soon as Asta's at the bottom of the stairs, Ix is just like... Take a winding route back to Julius as I'm right behind you.
Yep. Spot me.
And the two of you are...
I'd say a couple of streets away, and then we're stealthy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And Ix is kind of acting guard for Asta.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna skip straight to Irene.
Also, I will dash and then dip behind if no one's following me, dip behind an alleyway and change my appearance to another average human, and then walk back to Julius's.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
I am going to. All right, your turn, Irene.
This is the other reason I waited so long, was because I was pretty sure that the mage would have another 3rd level spell slot, but he just used it on lightning bolt, so as long as he's not, like, higher level...
I mean, he had Cone of Cold as an option.
Huh?
Had Cone of Cold as an option.
I don't know what that means.
The
4th level.
Spell slot.
Oh, 5th
Okay,
level,
then
yeah.
I'm definitely fucked, but it's okay.
Don't say that.
It's okay.
No, I am. It's very true. I'm gonna Misty Step. 30 feet gets me. I think 30 feet gets me 1 square off the map, actually. Yeah. Misty Step, 30 feet away, and just book it. Action dash.
You are very lucky he does not have a 3rd level spell slot and isn't willing to use a higher one on counterspell.
God fucking bless.
Oh,
That's what I was so concerned about. That's why I wanted to
God.
fucking wait until he used another 3rd level. Because if I didn't have Misty step off the roof, I was fucked. Snowball can't actually bite, but I can't stress this enough. Snowball is going to pretend like she still has dragon's breath and just run into the place and just book it and anywhere she can to try and look like she's about to go start causing problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Can she make me a deception check?
She can. She's not that good at things.
Should get advantage on this because she's a cat.
Because cat.
And cats are prone to mischief.
She's very bad at these, actually. So that's an 11. Unless you are giving me advantage.
I'm not giving you advantage.
I still don't get why cats have negative charisma. They have never. Wizards of the Coast has never met a cat.
Yeah.
Clearly.
She does get into the building. She is mostly ignored rather than, like, attacked, though.
That's fair.
You are just out of range of a hold person, but you are gonna get 2nd level magic missiled.
But wouldn't it be a shame if somebody had a spell slot left for shield?
Yeah.
No magic missile for me.
Yeah, it pops up in the last second as 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you glance back to confirm, you watch Nashimura reappear about 10 feet to the left to where you had been standing.
Yeah, cool. Hug. Cool.
Damn.
in fact, depending on which way you headed, you actually might end up running into Asta and...
Yeah, Granny's just gonna go somewhere.
I need everybody to roll me a stealth check.
Okay, 1 second.
It's only at advantage because of your invisibility.
Good.
Stuff.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible for Asta.
Be great. This is not gonna be great.
Ooh! That's a natural 20 for Julius with a +5, so 25.
Actually, these are some pretty good stealth rolls, gamers.
Yeah.
Hey, it's nearly as good as Asta can do, because he doesn't have a modifier to stealth!
God, bless him. I love Asta.
Terrified jazz hounds.
Yeah.
You all scatter. Each heading in a different direction except for Ixalia and Aster, even then, you are never quite sure if Ixalia is still following you.
Yeah. Asta is making one particular beeline before we... And that is that Asta wants to find one of the entrances into the sewers.
Make me an investigation check.
$16?
Yeah, you can find one.
Yeah. He's gonna wait till we're a bit out, but...
You don't really know your way around the sewers, so if you are gonna go that way, I'm gonna make you roll a couple more investigation checks.
No, we're going overland. Asta's thought is drop the vials down the sewers where where whatever's left in them when they shatter will get contaminated and can't be recovered.
Fair. You would have
Going
to
that
retrieve
route rather
them
than fire.
from-
You don't have the bag though, man.
Yeah, you don't have the bag.
Yeah, but relaying that to X.
I mean, would fire not be better? I mean, you know how these things work better than I do.
Fire purges it but contaminants make it, and particularly with water flow, as these are semi-tidal sewers, it'll be contaminated and the majority of it will get swept away.
Okay. I mean, I
My-
trust you.
My thought is the contaminant, because purifying it by fire takes actually a lot more effort.
It does.
Much easier to contaminate it than...
It doesn't. It's just Nagi using produce flame.
Okay, but the heat, the level of heat you need to break down the proteins in blood is actually pretty...
Control flame.
It's fine.
Jamie, you are not there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Listen, they're making it overcomplicated.
Dude.
Just
Yeah, if they want to smash it, they can smash it.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're here, we might as well.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else around at this point?
I'm gonna be nice and say you managed to find an entrance that's kind of like slightly off the near sort of a little bit of a hidden area.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Are you just dropping the whole thing? Or are you throwing them all like individually and
Right.
smashing them?
Deliberately one at a time to make sure it smashes. Ix is
All
first,
right.
and then as many as we have time for.
Make me... They're just fucking glass. They smash. I'm not making you roll a stealth check to see if dropping something down a sewer grate that is made of glass will smash it or not.
Mhm.
Thank you!
Merciful DM.
You are able to get through Ixalia's fairly well. Again, these are the ones labeled Naomi.
Yeah.
That are easy to get and smash. If
Let's
you're
see,
willing
as-
to spend
Sorry, go on.
5 minutes, if you're willing to spend 5 minutes, I'll let you do the rest of them.
I would
I
say
mean, we
probably
wouldn't
not.
be doing this until we got moderately far from the side of...
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather just smash these and get back to the others and make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, that's my...
Also, then we can take note of the names before we smash the others, because, you know, if they hate the devils as much as we do, they might be willing to help.
Okay. Do they become revisible if they leave Ix's hands?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. Asta will probably grab a couple off of Ix so that he can get some of the names, just so we can split the work and potentially make this a bit quicker.
I mean, I was going to say take them all, just take the bag back to the house, and then we'll make a list of the names and then smash them later on the way out of town or something.
Okay, yeah, that works. There is one very minor thing Asta's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna reach out until he can find an arm that,
Oh, I would say Ix has kind of kept loosely in touch with Asta since they know they're
Okay.
invisible, even if it's just like a hand on a shoulder or elbows brushing and things.
Yeah, so based on that, he can probably find where X's shoulder is.
Yep.
He's gonna rest a hand on their shoulder, look at where he thinks their face is. It's probably not quite accurate, because they are still invisible, theoretically. I'm proud of the restraint you showed. You did so fucking well. And now we need to keep moving.
Yeah, moving is good because otherwise there are emotions, so let's move.
And one by one, slowly, piece by piece, you all, through your cuts through the city in any way you can move, you end up back at Julius's place. Alex and Othaniel are sitting at Julius's dining room table, finishing up what is clearly their dinner. Julius, you are probably Nagi's probably the first through the door. followed not too shortly by Julius. Nin is a little bit beyond that. Irene, and then Ixalia and Aster. All within probably about the same hour.
Yeah.
There is, however, a moment, particularly after Nin gets back, where none of the other three show up for a long 15 minutes.
Yeah, Julius is probably pacing. He has quite honestly been waiting up to make sure you guys all got there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do they start to come back around the same time Alex and Othaniel get back?
About towards the end of your dinner.
Okay, because Alex would have a conversation with Othaniel over dinner if it was a conversation.
All right.
Is
Absolutely.
Othaniel interested in having the poster conversation? Because Alex is super willing to have it, but he's not sure if Othaniel is going to broach the topic, and he doesn't want to start the conversation if Othaniel doesn't want to have it.
Othaniel is quiet on your way back and as you start to eat. They do seem a little bit more like what they kind of know what they're doing with like fried street food this time.
I love them so much.
Same.
Although they are a little bit kind of obsessive about like apparently they don't really seem to like the feeling of like the grease or maybe the sauce on their fingers, and so there's a lot of like
Me fucking kid.
Oh, I love them.
But they seem quiet. Like they are just make me a sense mode, not a fucking sense mode, an insight check.
I'll make you a sense
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Motive checks.
Transported to Wednesday game. Let's go.
Let's go. We're in Path. We have to convert all our characters to Pathfinder now. Are you guys ready for the grapple flow chart?
No.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to do it. No one in this party does grapple. It's the Taldore party that we'd have problems with that.
Okay, so we have to convert Tal'Dorei to Pathfinder. Got it.
Oh
god. PK has already converted Daona to Pathfinder.
It's fucked up. It's atrocious. Never let it happen.
I want you to send it to chat just to see if people can identify why it's fucked up.
That is a 23.
You can tell they are fucking thinking about it.
Okay.
They are turning it over in their head.
Okay.
Something you've learned about this kid.
They're not going to start the convo.
No, not that.
Excuse me.
It is something that you've learned about this kid. They think before they say anything. In a way that is almost like they are turning whatever they want to say or whatever they're thinking about over in their mind to every possible dimension they can imagine before they say anything. And you get the feeling that is what they are doing. They are taking this idea and things that they want to say and are examining it from every angle they possibly can. And it's driving them nuts.
Okay. So not directly after we start eating. Alex gives it like 5 minutes maybe. 5-10 minutes probably. I don't know how long eating takes, so we might get interrupted by people arriving, which is fine. But Alex says, Do you want to talk about the poster that we saw? Or...
Should we before he gets home?
Definitely. Do you have questions, or do you want me to just say a couple thoughts I have about it?
I would rather that. Okay.
Well, so I don't know exactly what you're thinking with this, and if in what I say I assume something that is just not the case and is not your thoughts, tell me and I will redirect what I'm saying. But I haven't known. How long has the party been together? I don't remember. Alex would though. Well,
3
kind
months.
of.
Like, yeah, 2 or 3
months.
months.
I have been with Julius for compared to how long I've lived, I've known Julius for a very short amount of time. So I was not aware of probably half the stuff on that poster, or at the very least of the specifics of some of the things. But I did know that Julius, did bad shit. Sorry. Should I not curse in front of you? Do you care?
They shrug.
Okay. Alright, good enough. I know that there are probably several things on the list of Julius's crimes that are probably things he either didn't want to do or had to do. And sometimes you have to do really bad things in order to keep going. And it sucks. And you do them, and it sucks the whole time, and you stop doing them, and you remember doing them, and it sucks the whole time. And I'm not going to pretend or lie to you and say that probably everything there was all that, because I don't know. But I would bet some pretty real money that, if not a majority, then at least a few things were done for survival instead of, doing them just 'cause. And I don't know if that makes a difference to you, because it doesn't for some people. But I know that it does for me.
They are quiet for a moment. Again, there is this sense like this kid turns everything over in their head before they say anything. And I'm not sure if Alex likes the implication of a 17-year-old who does that or not.
He's not a fan. But
it
saying
is...
something about it is not going to do anything to the problem except make it worse. So
I just wanted to point out, like, this.
Yeah, Alex is not happy, but he's going to give Ophaniel space. He continues to eat and does not sit there like he is expecting anything.
Mr. Walsh used to tell me that and they seem to pause again.
Gotten the impression he told you a lot of things.
They nod. He told
I don't
me
know how much
that-
saying this means anything, but you can say anything to me, and I won't bring it up to anyone else, and I won't judge you for it.
He told me that there are aren't really good or bad actions. Only good or bad reasons.
I kind of agree with that. I think that's a pretty simple way of putting it. Because... Sorry, go ahead.
He also said that the only good reasons were reasons that would bring Leday's light and love and her beauty to as many people as possible.
I mean, I guess if all of your actions are in the course of Leday, that does make sense. But if all of your actions, if you got a bunch of actions that aren't sort of for Leday, it gets real complicated.
They nod. And I guess, maybe if it was, in self-defense, then maybe
Alex has no outward reaction to that.
I guess I mean, Julius is, I guess in ways, Julius has said he has visions, and if him being alive is Leday's will, and he had to kill somebody to stay alive, then I guess that would be okay. That would be right. That would be good.
Alex has the first thought of, now we don't have time to unpack all that. That is his first internal reaction. While he's listening to Ophaniel speak, is just, and then but he does not let any of this be external, because he's very good at that. And he says, he thinks for a moment. And then he says, I don't want, what I mean by this is not anything negative. And I want to clarify that before I say it. I am saying this as neutrally as possible because I thought about it and I was like, that implies things that maybe I don't actually mean. So I say this without implication or judgment. If that is what's gonna help you right now, then yes. And the real answer is probably a lot more complicated than that. But that's probably a conversation for when we're not eating. And if that is an answer that makes sense and helps you right now, then that is the answer.
I'll let that insight roll. They are at once kind of comforted, but also confused by this statement. It's high enough that I'll let you, like, the comfort is surrounding, like, the validation of, like, good thought process, like, that can work. The confusion is around a lot of the implications of basically the implication that there could be more than one right answer.
Okay. Alex isn't gonna clarify anything beyond that, so he's gonna wait for Othaniel to say something.
Othaniel doesn't really speak again.
Okay.
And Nagi comes through the door.
Holy fuck, that was close. I was like
What?
internally bleeding for a good second, and I'm gonna die out. But then like I got healed, and holy fuck, that
Are
was.
you still bleeding internally?
I mean just a little bit, but that's fine.
What?
Oh my god, I hope Granny made it out okay. She's so small.
Alex runs to the door.
Is every
Alex is on his feet and at the door.
Yeah, Nagi comes stumbling in. The disguise self.
Oh, she dropped it as soon. She dropped it. She dropped it as soon as she was at the door.
Yeah, Nagi looks a little beat to shit.
Alex runs to the door, looks outside, and then if there's no one else coming, he's gonna check Nagi.
Yeah, there is no one else coming. The door shuts. There is a nice stab wound in like
Multiple
her side.
stab wounds.
Like, yeah.
Alex is fuck. Hey, Jamie, what's your max hit points? And what number out of those hit points would you say you're feeling?
I mean, I was feeling a lot worse before Julius. Not Julius. Aster.
Are you like
worded me? I'm 30. I'm not below half. I'm not below half.
Okay, that was my main question. If you are not below half, I am going to give you a level 1 cure wounds.
Oh, thank you. And
which is gonna be 8 hit points.
Oh, thank you. And she's like, okay, but also I found out how Julius got that really fucked up scar on his chest. That's what did these, and she points to all the wounds. That sword is. I fucked that sword. I'm gonna.
Okay, lie down. Othaniel. Nagi is fine.
Othaniel is like hovering in the doorway to the kitchen at this point.
Alex turns to Othaniel and gives a thumbs up and says, "So Nagi is fine. And we're gonna cross our. Did they look fine when you left?"
Most of everyone I could see. Well, everyone is in disguise mostly, except for like Granny and who was the other one?
Aster.
Yeah, Granny and Aster, but they seemed fine when I left. I don't know if they were fine when I left afterward, though. God, there's so much like stabbing and like Home Alone based violence.
Okay. Lie down. Othaniel, do you cook? Have you ever cooked before?
No.
I'm gonna show you how to cook. Are there things in the
Poor
house that Alex can
child.
cook? Can-
Yes. There are things in the house for Alex to cook. There. You could probably do like a decent stir fry or like fried rice with the fixins.
Alex is going in when people arrive. Alex is going to like leave Ophaniel to. Alex is going to teach Ophaniel how to cook, but whenever anyone comes back, he is leaving the kitchen and checking them over.
What are you teaching Ophaniel specifically?
The process of fried rice. And
Okay.
and when Alex leaves, he's not going to be leaving Ophaniel with like a big task. It will mostly just be if something's on heat, continue to stir it. Just kind of that task.
Okay.
When he steps away.
They follow your instructions like to the letter, and I mean to the letter of like they're autistic.
Yeah, no, that's fine. This is way more for Alex. Alex's thought process here is Ophaniel needs a task that is not worrying about other people and that is hands-on.
Yes.
So that is,
They-
and there should also be food for injured people when they get back here. So that is the Alex thought process here.
They definitely overcook some things because they're not sure when to take things off the heat.
That's fine. That's fine.
And they seem
If Alex was aware of like I'm going to be gone. This needs to be off the heat in like 2 minutes, and I'm going to be gone for longer than that. He would probably give like timing instructions for that as well.
They're
But if things get, that's fine. If things get overcooked, that's fine. Alex, this is less about the food that is produced and more of we are doing a task that will result in things.
That's fair. I'm thinking about when I used to work food service and my boss would ask me to do a task I'd never done before and if they did not give me perfect instructions, Lord knows I wasn't going to do that shit correctly, or I was going to do it in the weirdest
Mood.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alex is unconcerned. This is more of we're doing task, and this is the only task I know how to do that I can involve Ophaniel in. And if as people get back, they are like not so injured, Alex is going to give the immediate go lie down. He will also employ them in the kitchen to do things.
Yeah, Nagi was gonna flop down on the couch, but then she realized, oh, Julius will be pissed if she got a bunch of blood on his couch, but she's just standing there.
Oh yeah.
No,
Chili's,
Nagi's under lie down orders. Alex is making Nagi lie down no matter what.
You can definitely
at least for
use
a little bit.
He would be less pissed if you use the futons because you can wash those. Couches are not fun to wash.
Alex is aware of blood. Go lie down, Nagi.
Yeah.
Lie down on the futon. You activated your father. Lie down on the futon.
And she lays down on the futon.
Yes.
Alex does not actually say that. Sorry. This is me in a meta sense going, Nagi, lie down.
Father says
Alex demands it.
Julius is the next in the door?
Yes.
Immediately. As soon as Julius is through, Alex is looking at Julius. Like, as soon as he realizes Julius is back.
Julius is definitely injured. He is, like, he's at 2/3 health, but he might... Yeah, so he's 26 out of 36, so...
If you give me a, like, 2/3, 1/3, 1/4, or desperate, just along those lines, if I know about how much you are, I know what spell level to give you.
Yeah, he's about 2/3. We're good.
Okay, Julius is also getting a first level cure wounds.
Pog.
And I rolled the exact same. He is also getting an 8.
Nice.
Actually, no, that's a 10. I lied. I can't do math.
That's all his health. God bless.
When Julius comes in, Nagi's gonna be like, Julius, we're gonna have matching scars.
What are you talking about? No, wait, I saw you get hit. Are you alright?
Nagi
I'm
is
fine
not
now.
gonna scar.
Aww.
You don't want it to scar. It's very annoying.
Okay, if Julius is full, Alex is going to give him like another once over of just like, are any more stab wounds? No? Kitchen time. Julius is being
Alright.
forced into the fried rice making.
He does so reluctantly just because of the fact that he is also waiting around for the other people, like, watching his fucking house. He's like, no, I cannot just... Sometimes task no work.
You are thinking about that. You turn. Alex is pushing you into the kitchen. Your step sibling is standing there holding like a plate of like cut up like pieces of vegetable, like clearly trying to decide if they need to continue to cut these small pieces of vegetable or if it's
Do they
small
look
enough.
good? Are they small enough, Parker? Do they
They're
look
small
good?
enough. Yeah.
Julius...
Alex gives Ophaniel
this is-
a thumbs up and says, "That looks really good." Julius, if you don't want to cook, find another task. But if there is nothing you are going to do, you are going to help me cook.
He is already
that
rolling up
nobody
his sleeves as you are speaking.
Okay. Alex, Nagi literally activated every single, like, worry brain cell in Alex.
God. Julius saw his
There was
step...
suddenly, something.
Julius saw his step sibling being like, vegetable cut, what? And he's like, no. Oh no.
We're making fried rice. Julius, we're making fried rice.
I'm
going to step out every time someone gets back. I will give you guys instructions. But if you're like, I've done the instructions and Alex isn't back, can you help Ophaniel because I'm teaching him how to make fried rice.
Yes,
Alex would not mess up.
That.
That's me.
Yes.
Julius, you do end up having to try to teach Ophaniel how to crack an egg.
Excellent. Excellent. This is good.
Egg.
Egg.
The next through.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nin is the next in.
Look, I'm looking at Nin.
Sarah.
Sewa?
Sarah?
So,
We can't. If you are speaking, we cannot hear you.
Condiment Eddies.
Don't say that out loud ever again.
Sarah?
Sewa?
Sewa?
Sewa,
Can
you're lighting up and I
Parker?
can't hear anything.
I am speaking words.
There you are!
There you are.
You've been free,
Hey.
God bless.
Okay, there we go. Can you still hear me?
Freedom.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, I was saying Nin is down like 2 hit points. She's fine.
Oh, okay. If Nin is fine, if Nin does not have another task she wants to do, she's getting involved.
Nin will...
Even if it is not necessarily, even if it is less of a, like, I am actively making things, and it is more of an, I am in the kitchen, if Nin is not going to go do something else, Nin is getting involved.
Well, good news. Nin, however many sessions ago, bought some tasty mushrooms, so those are going in the fried rice.
Yes! Good. Very good.
She's not putting the drug mushrooms in there, don't worry.
Okay.
Literally
The
just
regular
tasty the regular, like, edible tasty mushrooms.
Alex makes
Not-
sure these are the regular edible tasty mushrooms before they
like-
go in.
An hour from now.
I
not
mean,
like, whoa, what's up? with
I
this
respect
fry?
that, but
Yeah, no, Julie.
We're not a. Him and
It's not that
Ophaniel
kind of
did just
evening.
eat. Him and Ophaniel did just eat. This is more for everyone else's sake,
Mhm.
but no one is getting high on mushrooms today.
Yeah.
Not
We can
nice.
do that another time.
Julius is most definitely, like, helping out because he has noticed that, yes, this is the way Alex is acting. I understand, and we'll do the thing to keep his mind at ease.
Good God, are you gonna participate in the group activity?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a long 15 minutes before.
Are we done by the end of those 15 minutes? Or
It has taken you all an extremely long amount of time to teach Nathaniel how to crack an egg.
Excellent.
This is fine.
I love
Good.
them.
Julius is enjoying this. It's very funny to him.
They have never done anything
I
like
know!
this before.
That's why he's like, this is wonderful.
They've never done labor before.
Yeah. Julius is just very excited that he gets to teach this to Nathaniel. He's just like, oh, fuck yeah! I get to be an older brother, yeah!
Yes, older brother.
So, it is a long 15 minutes before Irene comes in the door, looking crisp.
Alex, the first thing Alex does as soon as he sees her is a 3rd level Cure Wounds. For 18 hit points.
Okay, that might be just enough. That is exactly as much as I needed.
Oh my god, okay.
Granny, are you okay?
Ninja's gonna rush over and hug Granny.
Oh, hello, dear. It's so good to
I'm
see
so
you.
sorry I left you. I didn't know what else to do.
That's good, dear. You were supposed to run when you had
I
time
know,
to run.
but
That was the plan. Everything's all right.
I'm imagining Alex kneeling to do the Cure Wounds, and he's like still a good foot and a half taller than Granny.
Yes.
Julius very much
Granny
won.
basically grabbed Alex's hand when he knelt down, just in a sort of, oh, hello, how are you, dear? And then just didn't let go, and then has been, like, hugging the other kiddos as they came in.
Julius holding, Oh, you go ahead, babe.
Nagi will go run up to Granny and hug her and be like, Granny, oh my god, I'm glad you're alive. Oh my god, I was so scared. Also, sorry for getting blood on you.
Is Nagi still bleeding? I would hope Nagi is still not bleeding by this point.
I mean,
Nagi's bleeding has stopped. But...
Oh, okay. But she has blood on her clothes is a thing. It's like, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about that. Here, just give me.
And Granny will prestidigitate all the blood off of both Nagi and herself and everyone around. Just there.
Yeah, if anyone had blood on them before entering the kitchen, Alex would make them change first.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty obvious, Granny. I forgot you could do that.
Oh, I can, dear. Yes. Is everyone else back already?
Julius kind of like wanders out of the kitchen, like probably like an apron on and everything like that, sleeves rolled up and stuff, and he just kind of like gives like one of those quiet nods, like an assessing nod, and he's like, you all did very well. I'm sorry that kinda... I'm glad you all made it back just fine.
Before.
What did Granny say?
I've never seen you wear an apron before.
I only really use it in the kitchen.
Oh, are you cooking? That's lovely.
Granny seems a little bit out of it.
Yeah, like Nagi's passive insight is enough to pick that up, right? Parker?
Yeah. Nagi and Alex, you fucking know something's up with Granny.
Yeah, can I do an active insight check? Just to see if it was the combat or something else that rattled her?
Go for it.
Okay,
Alex is going to leave it alone.
She's not going to say anything, but that was an 11 plus 10 for 21.
You've never seen Granny take that kind of hit before? So that might be it?
Yeah, and then she's not going to stop hugging Granny, because Granny is small, Granny is fragile, Granny is not built for taking lightning bolts.
Yeah.
She really isn't, guys. Parker, I cannot stress enough I had 8 hit points.
I checked your HP total afterwards, and I was like,
you could have one-shot me, buddy.
Wizard squishy, Parker.
So glad that I healed you. Oh my god.
Yeah, that healing was good. But Granny's going to,
So, a little bit of, less than ideal news. I made a bit of unfortunate eye contact with, well...
Soshu.
No, Granny knows his name.
Okay.
With Soshu.
Oh, Spellscar guy.
A Spellscar guy.
Oh.
Exactly that, dear. And I that's not any good at all. So, I think once all of this we'll just have to be very, very cautious. I'm very sorry, dears. I wasn't.
You don't have to be sorry, Granny. You were just doing
Alex
what you
is
could,
going-
and
Alex
you
is going
can't-
to drag a chair into the kitchen and make her sit down.
Okay.
Irene,
Granny
you
will
did
sit.
perfectly.
and
As
you
this
Like
did
is
what
a
you
rat,
could.
Granny.
What did Ninja?
Yeah, you feel like a rat.
Would you like a rat?
I would love a rat, dear.
You summon the rat and it just scurries away.
Would you
Awesome.
like a rat in these trying times?
Love the
Even
rat.
though one comic with
Yes. Yes.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is about now when Aster stumbles into the house.
Alex is checking Aster.
Mhm.
Asta, honestly, is not injured at all.
I will also say Ixalia's invisibility has also dropped by this point.
Yeah. I don't think either of them are injured.
So, did everything go okay? Like, you got what we came there for, and
That's one of the reasons we took the long route, was we threw the ones we were after into the sewers to break them. We're gonna get the names off the other ones and break them probably on our way out of town.
okay. Also, there's a little bad news. Spell Scar guy kind of clocked Granny,
Oh, fuck. Okay. Right.
so we probably shouldn't stick around here very long.
I don't remember if I told you or not. Did have a thing to go, damn it.
Oh, Julius, you need to go.
We can do that on the way out of the city. Alright.
Oh, all right. What time is it in relation to when Julius needs to go do his thing, by the way?
Yeah, I was about
2
to
hours.
ask that.
Okay.
How long?
So, we'll eat 2 hours,
2
right?
hours less.
Okay.
We'll eat, gather what we need from here, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah. The entire 2 hours, Nagi is moving from window to window, perception checking, like a hawk, just making sure no one is there to fuck with us or spy on us. Yeah, she is not going to settle down. Okay.
Would this count as a short rest for these 2 hours?
If Nin is not doing anything else.
I mean, after she's done cooking, she's gonna chill out, but I just want my spell slots back, man.
You can have them.
Bless.
Ophaniel,
Um,
by the time Ophaniel is done, and everyone is making fried rice, they are a little bit covered in soy sauce.
That's okay.
Aw,
This part of the
Adore
point.
them.
that's so cute.
That was a 22. Sorry, stutter.
And Alex will probably at some point clarify to Ophaniel about, like, we are just cooking, this is not like you don't have to eat this if you're still full.
They would nod. They have tasted pure soy sauce for the first time. They're not happy about it.
Oh, bless them.
My
Oh,
buddy.
no.
that's an experience.
So,
Oh, Liv.
it
it's
is
fine.
very important that when we get given food, Asta does look to both Alex and Ophaniel and say thank you for the meal.
Alex nods and gives a thumbs up. He looks still very frazzled.
Yeah.
Julius does,
Our
like, at the frazzledness, does reach out a hand and just, like, nods. Like he is kind of trying to reassure Alex that like, yeah, we are here. It's okay.
Alex gives a thumbs up.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Can we, while this short rest is going on, can Aster and X get the names off the other blood vials?
Yes. I will get that to you 1 second. Nagi rolled a perception check at 21.
22.
Nagi, you
22.
22. Thank you. You are doing like laps of the house essentially, and from any vantage point you can find, it does not seem like there is anybody watching or coming in any sort of sense. There are people moving on the street outside the front of the house, but that is normal. It is a city street. People live on it. As far as you can tell, they have not come for you. At least not yet.
Parker, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that Julius could get a messenger sent to, I forget what the name of the bar is. Our little headquarters.
The Albatross?
Yes, the Albatross. Thank you.
You would have to, go find somebody to do that.
Oh, he doesn't have any fucking money to pay anyone.
Does anybody? I mean, surely one of the clerics has a 3rd level slot left.
I have one left.
They don't have sending prepared, is the problem.
Okay, but
I
Alex
have one
does?
left, and I have sending.
Okay, well then he would ask at least if somebody has a sending, because he wants to have Shinohara warned that they've
Alex
been clocked.
really offers it.
Yeah, he would.
So, alright.
Just let Shinohara.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just let Shinohara know that we've been clocked, and that we're going to be leaving here in a couple of hours, just for her to be on her toes.
Yes. Someone spell the guy's name. Soshu, right? Soshu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, meanwhile, Aster's also gonna dispel magic, the Glyph of Warding, and,
Question first.
Yeah.
Did Shinohara know we were doing this?
Yes, she
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Julius warned her.
Okay.
He only thought it was right, otherwise she'd be like, "Ah, fuck you, Julius." Like, you always cause trouble, you bastard.
Like, again? Really?
Come on.
I am collecting names. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever, write me the message we are sending to Shinohara, by the way.
Did you want to send your own
I'm
message?
writing it.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm writing it.
No, I just make sure you weren't one.
You asked me to do a
Yes.
sending,
Yes.
so I started to write a send. I opened wordcounter.net and started to write a sending, and did not communicate that is what I was doing.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
God
sorry.
for wordcounter.net.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I said nothing. I opened word counter and started typing.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure you weren't waiting for me.
Okay. No, you're good. I was furiously typing and trying to get in 25 words, and this is literally perfect. Okay. Here is the sending. I'm casting the sending to Shinohara.
Oh,
That's what you said to do?
Yeah.
no, I was looking at the 5 vials for...
Whatever.
Sorry, I
Raid-
thought it was like, not Shinohara, and I was like, wait a second.
what? I
Okay.
wonder what the fuck. I wonder what the fuck Ray did to piss him off. Damn.
It's very possible Ray is useful enough to be.
Yeah.
Well, not useful now. Unless they have blood vials in other places.
Yeet.
They certainly don't in this city.
Well, but they can still lie.
Yeah. No, but Asta did very specifically did
Locate object.
locate object for blood vials. And unless they're hiding them at the hospital.
No, all they have to
True.
do is get some cow blood and then put the name of on the vial. Like, look what we got.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do my sending, please?
Yes.
Can I do my sending? Julius asked me to warn you. Irene was spotted by Soshu. Her and Aster were out of disguise. Definitely doesn't matter now. Be safe. Which is 24 words.
Look at that. Economical
Nice.
use of sending right there.
Shinohara's response is almost immediate. Got it. Hope you got what you were going for. Keep yourselves safe. Talk to you when you get
Yeah,
back.
Alex didn't think to say we got it. Just, well,
We're
no
out.
updates on the situation. We did it. It's fine.
Yeah, hers is just cool. Keep yourself safe. Hope you got what you're going for. Talk to you when you get back.
This is why I love
Right.
Shinohara. She's my favorite.
Shinohara is perfect.
Shinohara deserves better.
I will
Honestly.
live and die for Shinohara.
She has
Hey,
been through
I don't
so
know.
much
Julius
shit.
is a pretty neat dude.
I also think
Yes. But he also is gonna make her go grey before she's 100.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
True.
He'll be gone before then.
Alex's thought with specifically telling Shinohara who was disguised and who was not was you are more aware of how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2 hours, though, those of you taking a short rest can take a short rest. Snowball is back, and you can all be packed and ready to
Yeah.
go.
We are going. Faniel.
Yeah?
No, that's not me saying that out loud. That's not Alex saying that out loud. That's me saying that to the rest of the party in a meta sense. Oh, Faniel.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to. I think one of the things Asta would have done is, after dismantling the glyph of warding, one, tell Julius to make sure that the paintings are secure because he wouldn't put it past these assholes to burn his house down out of spite, and two, talk to Nathaniel and let them know that things have accelerated and we are probably needing to leave tonight.
And Nagi would have unattuned from the hat and given it to Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Okay, they know how to attune to an item.
We can walk them through it if they need.
Mm-hmm.
No, they legitimately do.
They have magic
Okay.
items, I think.
Yeah,
It's like you just sit there.
They have a +1 mace.
Okay.
You do have to instruct them to like what kind of disguise you want for them.
Nagi wants to say something stupid, but then just stops and says, "No, just an average-looking, like, human individual. Very plain clothes. Yeah, just like short hair, probably. Just very, very average."
They think for a second, and what they come up with. Julius and Irene. The face that they come up with has, in some ways, a not insignificant resemblance to Inoue Satoshi.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much that like worrying, but in that like they have chosen to look like their mother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, buddy. Mood, though.
Who said
Well,
that about Alex?
I feel like right now, with how frazzled Alex is over
You're
our
assuming
nonsense,
Alex.
that it is fitting right now.
It's a really bold assumption that Alex had a stable mental health before entering the party.
Oh, God.
God.
That's really bold.
And would you
That's-
prefer that I say Alex's mental health for the night?
For the night,
For the
Alex.
rest of his goddamn life.
Alex is you. Oh my god! You guys do not even know.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do not even know.
We sure don't.
Not yet.
This Alex has probably not had a good day of mental health since he's been like 20.
Oof.
I
mean, also
cat
mood.
is, like well
but-
over a century old.
Don't think about it.
I will point out that the temple and the exit you all are probably planning to use are in different directions.
Yep.
Okay.
We should be stealthy going to the temple.
don't know that we should all go with Julius.
No.
I think we
Julius-
should not
Yeah.
all go with Julius. in
Julius
fact.
would recommend that him and Exalia go. Because they are probably
Yeah.
the most stealthy, and he trusts that she will have his back.
All
And
right.
then we'll also
she would
give you
agree
another
with that.
invisibility if needed.
Yeah, plus
Nin also has disguise self at will, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Would
does
it be
essentially
worth Nin
Exalia.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Exalia is a changeling.
Yeah.
I know, no, but I'm saying having two people to spot and possibly emergency invisibility if needed. I'm saying Julius taking both X and Nin. Maybe.
But the more people we add, the more.
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah, the more risk.
Yeah.
Nin can,
Yeah, so
give you
Julius
a,
and X is probably.
Yeah.
yeah, Nin can give you an invisibility when you head out and still have another spell slot. So.
We'll send the criminals first.
Yep. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, Julius possibly knows a way out of the city that is not
maybe.
the main.
Yeah, plus some of us are pretty recognizable and should get out of town ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do everyone that is not Exalia and Julius first. You all make your way south and towards the city gate that does border up against Glass Park. Ophaniel.
Alex would have put on a disguise. Sorry. Alex
Okay.
would have cast a disguise self.
And the entire
Done.
time, Nagi is eyes darting everywhere, just making sure they're not being followed, that no one's going to. Yeah, just trying to make sure we get that out okay.
Make a
Also-
perception check.
Also stealthing too, so that way she can, she's very noticeable.
Make a
So-
stealth. Anyone who is specifically stealthing, make me a stealth check. Nagi, make me a perception check as well.
Okay, yeah. The stealth is what is it? 18, and the perception is perception isn't that much better. 19.
All right. I assume Nin is also in disguise.
Yeah, for sure. Different than the one she was using earlier, of course.
Yeah.
Just, bog standard young human.
Ophaniel kind of attaches themselves to Alex's waist, like hip.
Aww.
Fair.
I think Aster is doing much the same. Why did I fumble those words? And Aster is very much very much projecting. I'm young and I'm very serious about what we're doing, but I'm a little bit too excited about
And you all make your way south. The city gate is... It's not busy. It's a little too late in the evening for it to be really busy, even this close to the start of the festival. But even then, you are still kind of stuck in a bit of a line.
Yeah.
The security when you get there, there is one person who seems to be the captain, or at least a slightly higher ranking individual, that seems a little bit more not anxious, but serious and focused, while the other two sort of... There's actually three. There are 3 guardsmen. The other 3 seem like this is the end of their shift. They've been doing a lot of fucking people. Nothing out of the norm except for the volume from them. Make me a group performance check.
Okay.
Can I take advantage on that because of...
Actor feat?
No. Oh, actor feat? Yes.
Yeah.
Can I use deception or is it just performance?
Performance or deception. I'll let you do either.
Oh god, Irene.
Oh, Granny.
No, that makes sense. This whole
She's
Yeah.
had a
looks
day.
senile.
God.
It's been rough, man.
Granny's got sundowner syndrome, guys.
God.
That's a bad joke.
No.
Alex,
What?
would you roll me a deception or performance?
Neither of those are very good for me. Oh, that's actually fine. Never mind.
4 of you passed. Ophaniel rolled a 3 on the dice.
Oof.
No.
Ophaniel and Granny are handshaking right now.
But since 4 of you managed it, you're between Aster and Nagi, and even a little bit of Nin, you're able to kind of pull off, like, Irene is just kind of an old woman. Don't mind her. She's a little spacey, but because she's old. And when it comes to how, like, nervous Ophaniel is, I think, Alex, you're able to kind of, like, you know...
Alex.
My kid has
Yeah,
social anxiety.
Alex. Yeah, Alex gives them my kid. My kid has social anxiety. You know.
And you are able to pass through the gate without major investigation.
Okay.
Alex, real father moments. Early.
I love Father Julius. Or not Julius, excuse me.
Also,
Julius.
Julius is the wrong person, never mind.
Can we say that X gave me back my bag?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how far out of town do we want to go for the others to meet up with us?
We didn't really come up with a meeting place, did we?
I'm sure we would have come up with a meeting place.
Probably.
We would have done that.
We also theoretically would have come up with a better plan to
Well,
Where to
no,
go
that
first?
is because we're stupid. This, we've already had our stupidity for the day. We would have come up with a meeting place, or at least
That's
an agreed distance outside of town.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this close to town, there wouldn't be, like, places off the road where people can camp. This close to town. So I think Aster is just gonna suggest maybe about half an hour out of town. And we wait, and hopefully they don't keep us too long.
All right.
Good strap.
Julius and Ixalia. The two of you make your way deeper into the city, and Ixalia is basically like a fucking hawk. They are wearing another face. Not the drow from earlier, but a different human man.
Julius is also going in a different disguise right now too. Probably another human man, just normal average guy.
And as you near the temple, Julius particularly, you notice there is a slightly increased guard presence here. But nobody stops you as you walk in the front door. It seems like that would be considered a bit too questionable. You do feel lots of eyes on you, though, however. As the two of you make your way over to the little grove of pear trees that Inway had mentioned. She is not there yet.
Julius has got his hood up, kinda just trying to not be so conspicuous.
And you are standing there for a little bit. And then a side door to the temple opens, and you hear in hushed voices, please, I need just a little bit of fresh. No, I know. And another voice, it's like, you can't just start. And she's like, I know, I'm not leaving the grounds. I know. Please. And there's someone inside the door who's like, fine, just be back inside before Father Walsh gets here, or he will have my head. And the other woman's like, I know. And the door shuts, and Inway Satoshi, dressed down, her hair out of the typical fancy updos it tends to have when she is dealing with the public, is not there. It's in a bun at the base of her neck, but it's not the complex ornamented, styling. And she doesn't head directly for the trees. She seems to sort of pick one of the winding paths that leads through some of the garden areas of the temple, as if she is legitimately just taking a walk to clear her fucking head.
Yeah. Julius is just gonna kind of just give Ix like a little bit of like a tap of like, she is here. She's obviously probably noticed, but he is going to separate himself just a little bit from her.
Ixalia will take a step back. Clearly, like, I'm going to respect that this is a private conversation, but I'm not letting you out of my fucking sight.
Yeah. Julius appreciates that.
And after a while, of Inway Satoshi kind of meandering through this garden path, at one point she stops over what you know to be the koi pond. To sort of crouch next to it and kind of gaze out into the water. Again, she is just like, you know the deal.
Yeah.
And finally, as she turns back around, as the path sort of curves in the way that it would come back towards the pear trees, her eyes light on the two figures, you and Ixalia. And there is a moment of hesitation. Because she does not recognize either of you. But she walks towards the trees anyway. And she ends up sort of as if kind of just trying to sit amongst the trees for a second, picks one and settles herself into the roots of it, almost in like a meditative position, but her head kind of against the bark of the wood.
Julius. Oh yeah, go ahead.
And she waits.
Julius takes like one of those like breaths, and kind of like holds the front of his cloak just a little bit, like kind of in that like bracing himself sort of motion. Hood is still up, and he's just going to, as casually as he can, sort of approach, and as he is approaching, he is going to kind of like make sure the hood is still up, but he is going to let the disguise magic kind of drift away, and kind of like that sort of like particly dust kind of like transformation thing, and it very much like he's reluctant to let it down, but he very much wants her to know that he is here.
As you approach, he seems to notice there are footsteps. And she sort of turns her head for a second. And she's already in the, "Can I help you?" Oh.
He gives her one of those like wobbly smiles.
She is looking up at you where she is sitting. And her eyes kind of glance past you for just a second towards where she knows there are people watching. And then she is looking back at you again and just... "Is there something I can help you with?"
No. But it's very nice to see you again.
Her hands are in her lap, and you can see where they have like turned to just hold the edges of the kimono she is wearing, as if she is physically restraining herself from reaching for you.
Yeah, it is very much mirrored in Julius like clinging to the front of his cloak. How visible are they?
She has chosen. The walls of the temple run around the entire thing, but she has chosen a spot like relatively inside the little grove of trees. You are not hidden insofar as like completely obscured, but as much as possible in that there is a low chance anyone would be able to like say read your lips or anything.
He's very much wondering if he could get away with hugging his mom.
She just, well, it's nice to see the faithful still amongst the gardens these days. And she makes a motion as if to like permit you to sit down next to her.
Julius will kind of shift his hand a little bit to kind of keep the part of the hood still close to his face, and he will sit.
Mm-hmm. You are inches away from each other.
It's an honor to be back here again.
There is a little bit of it, like an inhale from her. But she nods. It's always more pretty or more beautiful when individuals like yourself are on the grounds.
He just quietly nods at that. It's good to see that the light here is still going. I was worried I'd never see it again.
There is another one of those inhales, but you are learning she is so very good at keeping her expression schooled.
Mm-hmm. Julius is trying very hard to do the same. He is not going to cry. He is not going to cry. That is what is going on in his head right now.
So close to the festival, too. What a coincidence.
It's a shame I'm going to miss it. There are things to do. People to take care of. I'm sure the same is for you.
She nods. I hope next year there will be a better chance for you to stay and see it.
He gives like kind of one of those kind of laughs and just nods. Lots of things to do before that can happen, but I'm hoping so. It's been a very long time since I've been able to properly enjoy a festival. Especially with my own family.
I understand. Sometimes there are things that get in the way, no matter how much you wish they were different. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry you haven't had that chance.
Well, I don't consider it your fault. It's circumstance, and quite honestly, a lot of things that have happened been because I'm too impatient. Too angry, sometimes. But I mean it out of
Anger
love.
can be such an appropriate response to things sometimes. I'm glad you're still capable of that.
It was hard to keep, but you know, people telling you to keep the light going, I think it meant a lot to me. Do the best with what you have. And you keep going.
I'm sure you have done as well as you can. I'm sure your family would be proud of you.
He smiles, and at this point he looks at her. And I'm not even gonna make him roll for it. There is a tear down his cheek.
She looks at you. Oh, don't cry. The festival starts soon. It's a joyous time.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm crying. The festival's brought me many tears, and not all of them were sad.
Then that's fine. As long as you still find ways to feel that joy.
He'll look away and he kind of rubs at his eyes. There's still color left in the world, I'll find it.
It's always there as long as you know how to look.
He just nods. And he will very cautiously kind of like from underneath the cloak like slide his hand towards her a little bit.
I'm gonna roll something for her.
Mm-hmm. He's having it as an invitation versus like a...
That's a 3 on the dice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Her eyes travel towards the wall again. The white wall devoid of the beautiful murals that you knew growing up. And she looks, and you can see she is tracking the guard presence that seems to be walking the perimeter. And she holds her breath for just a moment, and carefully trying not to look as though she is moving too much, she reaches her hand out and places it gently over yours. It is warm and soft. It doesn't hold your hand, just the presence of it over yours.
He just closes his eyes. Pretends that he's sitting in the sun again. And eventually he will take his hand away.
She leaves it on the grass there.
Seems like it's
Forgive me. Forgive me if this is too overstepping a bound. You look so much like someone I used to know.
He gives like a slight half of a laugh and he says, I've gotten that on both sides. Was he a certain traveler?
She nods. Not seen his face in so long. And yet, almost there it is again, looking at me.
I'm sorry you haven't seen him in a while. But I'm glad I could remind you of him. I'm sure he was a wonderful man. I can only hope my imitation does him justice.
No. Be proud you are your own man.
I didn't say I wasn't, but there's no shame in reminding people they care about. It just means you're you hold a fondness. Maybe twice over in their eyes.
Perhaps next year I can properly introduce you to my other child. I have a feeling you two might get along. At least I would hope so.
I'm sure. I'm sure they're wonderful. A bright person.
They still need to see so much and learn so much, but they have time and opportunity.
I'm sure I could teach them a thing or two if we see each other.
She nods. She looks up at where the sun is setting.
I'll look forward to next year.
As will I.
But it seems my companion... We are heading off tonight.
She shuts her eyes, but nods.
It'll be a fair time before we're back here again, but, it was a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I should head back inside.
He nods and he will stand, and as he is standing, he will hold out a hand for her.
I was going to ask. Appreciated. And she will take it. And as you help her stand, she is holding onto your hand and your arm. It doesn't hurt, but it's like she is trying to get 20 years of physical touch across to you in one moment.
He very much does that, like, put the hand on top of the arm, like, the hand on top of the other hand, and he's doing very much the same, and as he's helping her up, he says, "My mother taught me kindness. She's a wonderful woman, you see. Very proud of her."
She should be proud to have a son that carries that lesson so well.
He gives her hand a little bit of a squeeze.
She squeezes back for just a second before she finally pulls it back. She seems to hold that hand with her other hand close to her body.
Julius will take a step back, and then from that step, he does very much the, what would you call it? A very much of a respectable bow to a high priestess. he will just say, I don't know what I'd say now, damn it. He might just not say anything at all.
She would nod. And as you stand back up, she is still looking at you. Like she wants to memorize every line and turn of your face.
I hope we meet again soon. Your company has been a pleasure.
As do I. Hopefully someday the temple will return to being as open and friendly to visitors like you again.
He smiles slightly. If I have anything to say about it, I'd try. But I
She nods again.
anything can happen in a year of time.
She nods again.
After he's kind of straightened up or whatever, he eventually takes that breath again, because he had very much not been breathing for most of that. And he will just nod and say, I will leave you to your business then. And he will put his disguise on again. Same general human man. Julius Human Man.
Julius Human Man. Crucially, she does not say goodbye to you.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to go to Ix.
And you are the person that has to turn around first.
Yeah. Julius is keeping that hood way down. And he will go to Ixalia.
I am not Amy, so I am not going to roleplay Ixalia, but I will say probably Ixalia puts one hand on your arm for just a second and squeezes. And the two of you leave the temple to Lede.
Notably, if she has done that, he is shaking. Is taking everything in him not to break down.
When you reach the entrance to the temple, and you turn to sort of head out the door, you glance over your shoulder just once, and she is no longer standing in the garden.
Let's go find the
I
rest.
think the two...
He just kind of whispers,
Ixal-
let's go find the rest of them.
Ixalia will nod, and unless Julius has anything to say, I think you two spend the walk in silence.
Yeah, he's just quiet.
And slip out of the south gate without much trouble from the guards. And as you catch up to the rest of the group, who has been waiting for you outside for maybe another half an hour, Othaniel and Alex and Aster and Irene and Vin standing there just off to the side of the road. And you are struck with a thought, Julius.
Mm-hmm.
That if you have to leave your mom to go to anyone, these people might as well be it. And I think that's where we're going to call session.
Mm-hmm.
Parker.
Also,
Parker, do we level up? Parker, do we level up? It's been 10 months.
Don't ruin the moment, Jamie.
Jamie, don't ruin the moment. Parker and Ren.
you?
Woo! I love
Parker
crying on a
Fred.
Friday. Fucked up feelings
Oh,
Friday.
man.
Let's go! Woo!
God.
I didn't get to hug my mom, guys.
But
I know.
I'll hug her in a
God.
year. It's fine. Which is gonna be 2 years.
No, you're gonna.
No, we're
Listen,
gonna figure out
you
how to
know?
return sooner if we make it back with the tapestry.
Holy shit!
Exactly.
And we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do that because
It's
we're
not-
gonna
We're
do
gonna
it.
do that.
It's not normal to feel like you smell blood. Yep. My nose is running. This is great.
Holy shit.
You guys are the
Kill me.
best. You guys have so carefully ripped my heart out of my chest and left me living, and I'm not sure how you managed it. You two have destroyed me.
Parker, I love
Carol,
you.
please put them in jail for that.
Yeah.
For
We're
our
both going in the jail
Shakespearean
room.
performance, Julius's
You
life is
guys
a
are-
tragedy, you guys.
So beautiful, and I have been crying. What is wrong with you two?
How could you do this?
Are you good, Parker?
I have a lot of feelings about Inwe Satoshi.
Yeah, me
You
too.
Yeah, me too now.
I love
You
my
have feelings
mom.
on Anime Satoshi, and you're gonna make that our problem.
Oh god.
God,
Thank
Ren,
you very
Julius.
much. Thank you very much for bringing
Yeah,
our hearts
thank
and stuff
you.
in on
Yeah.
Parker.
Oh,
That
so
was
good.
incredible.
Fucking McPerishing.
We're I'm going back and looking at your guys' fucking messages in chat. Look at you cry. Look at you all go crying. Lol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at all
what you did.
guys.
That,
Look at that.
that is your fault.
How could you, both of you, know? How could you do that? This is his mom.
Mom, that's her son.
I love that Julius's mom was like, no, you should be angry. It's fine. I love her so
God.
much.
Mama said be pissed off.
No, King,
I
get
certainly
angry.
read that as God knows one of us deserves to be angry,
Mhm.
and
bless.
I'm too exhausted to be angry anymore.
Yeah.
I just be angry. Be
She
angry. And
deserves so much. Julius wanted her to know that he does not think that she failed in any capacity and that she deserves to feel okay. And he just wants her to know he loves her and that he is proud of her.
God.
God.
How could you do this?
Even if
Both
he
of
can't
you.
hug his mom, he's gonna tell her anyways that he loves her. Fucking hell.
My mom taught me
That's
kindness? What the fuck?
God damn it! Oh,
Yes,
man.
I'll tell you, she understood that you were trying to say I love you.
Yeah. Obviously couldn't just say
Yeah.
that outright, but he wanted her to know real good. Because he has a feeling she wasn't able to be as close to Ophanula as she wanted to. So, he just wanted to make sure that she knew that he's like, no, you did not fail as a mother. I promise you that. Just sometimes shit happens, and I was a catalyst for shit happening. Sorry, Mom.
God. But it's
Well, to be
not
fair,
his
it wasn't
fault.
so much that you were the catalyst, it's that some dickbag was the catalyst.
Well, yes, but
know
also
what was the
Julius
catalyst?
did
Northern
piss the
imperialism.
man off. Julius
was
is...
Child! He was 7!
Yeah, he
He was
was
a baby.
7. But also Julius is just like, I did kind of do that because I was angry.
He was a kid!
Yeah.
You're 7 years old!
Yeah, he was 7. I don't give a shit what he did. He didn't deserve to be tortured.
No. Well,
God.
he wasn't
God.
necessarily... Okay, I was gonna say he wasn't, but that's not
Are you kidding
true.
me?
Stop talking.
Okay!
Julius has done nothing wrong in his life ever. I've
I don't
decided
care
now.
what the fucking wanted poster says.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun thing to try and to explain. Oh, love it.
I mean,
I do want to give a shout out to the don't cry. Don't cry.
Yeah, that was fucking. That hurt
cry.
so bad. You have
That
no
was
idea.
The softest shit.
And I was like trying to figure out how he's not gonna burst into tears, and I was just like, at the moment he was like, I'm not unhappy at this moment, but I'm also very sad. But it's very complicated, so he's like, it's not exactly unhappy tears, so we good. They're not all bad.
God.
I think I'm gonna like lay face down on the ground for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we need it
real. Parker, it is noon, and I am already just
I told you
Parker and
guys.
Ren, you two are both so brilliant.
Like, how am I supposed to go just about like watching The Witcher after this without just crying, Parker?
Yeah, I have errands I need
babe.
to run. What am I supposed to do now?
You understand why
Be a
I think
functional
about them
person.
constantly now, right?
I'm so sad.
Y'all Birthday by Halsey is an in-way song for me.
Yeah, I
Don't make me
literally
think of
have
that
been listening to
fucking
the
song
on repeat since you talked to me about it, and and same with like 112. What is it?
Yeah, 1121.
Yes, thank you. That one
Shout
also.
out to that album being playing when I had got high for the first time. and cried
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Oh my god, remember when Parker did the Victor voice? We had to ask him to stop.
God.
That was so
We-
bad.
It was too much.
Victor's, you guys think Victor's voice is something over the voice call. It is so much more in person, and it was unmanageable while we were high.
I do hope I didn't destroy y'all too much.
I'm
No, we
fine.
just told you that we did.
Yeah,
That you
yeah.
did.
We literally have. For the past like 15 minutes, we've been crying in chat. Like,
It was really good.
Scroll back up like the
Yeah.
900 messages we left, and you'll get an idea of how we're doing.
Yeah.
we don't like our characters don't know why, but they started crying suddenly in game, and they do
Yep.
not know why.
God.
Yeah, this
Man.
is the reason why I was like, if Julius meets his mom, it's gonna be very sad. If he doesn't see her, it's gonna be even worse. Because these feelings he felt right there, that would have been inside his head for as long as he was away from
Yeah,
her.
God,
She
don't-
needed to say it out, but there is both a kindness and a cruelty in
Yeah.
going to see her.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He couldn't.
Who put our fucking emotions and hearts on the kill count?
Wait,
I
what?
did because I'm the one who has
did?
control over that particular text block.
Wait, what? Mental health and night,
losing
all of our dignity, our fucking emotions.
Yeah, anything that gets added to the enemy kill count is me because I'm the only one who can edit that thing. I think.
Oh,
And maybe
God
Papa.
bless. Oh, I should probably stop recording, huh?
oh yeah.